one of the most important things in life is to understand what drives your decisions. What sort of consciousness is responsible for the decisions you take? Why are you more inclined to certain things and not others? Because this literally determines the quality of your life, the quality of your state of being, how peaceful you are, how happy you are, how joyful you are. All of it is totally dependent on the decisions you make, and the decisions you make are determined by the kind of consciousness that you carry. And consciousness, it's not something that is permanent. It's like a frequency that we always rise and fall at different levels. So we fail to understand that life is full of drama, and everyone in life is living in their own drama. Everybody has their own story. Everybody has something going on. Everybody's as confused as you are. Everybody is just unsure of their own life as you are. And so in those moments where our lives collide, we should not take it as though that is all what life is about. When someone shares a story of success with you, it doesn't mean that they have everything in their life figured out. And when you see someone maybe posting a nice photo of themselves, or maybe a photo of them out or having a good time, it doesn't mean that their life is always like that. Today I was coming back from work and I was standing at a traffic light, and all of us who were standing there were just eagerly waiting to get back, maybe to our home, to our parents, maybe some of us to another job, some of us to a meeting. Everybody's going somewhere. And in that moment where all of us were standing, those who were standing there, some of them seemed happy, some of them seemed unhappy, some of them were having discussions. But if you try to judge their lives or based on that point, that interaction with them at that point, you get it wrong, because everybody's heading towards something. And if you're heading towards something, you're supposed to understand why you're going there, or why you have taken that path for yourself, so that you don't get carried away in someone else's drama. When someone shares a story with you, you can be happy for them, not feel bad about yourself. You can understand that your own path requires you to do certain things in a certain way, requires you to take different decisions, requires you maybe to wait a little bit longer, and not get carried away and not feel bad that maybe things are not going for you, not feel bad that you're stuck, not feel bad, not feel as if you're never going to make it in life. So it's quite important that you know what drives your actions. A lot of our life that we live is conditioned by our environment, by influence from friends, by influence even from the smell that we inhale every single day, the things that we hear. There are times when you just get the scent of a very nice meal and you just feel hungry. You just feel like, I should eat. But you're not eating because you want to eat. You're eating because you have been influenced by that smell. And so how much of your decisions that you're taking every day are influenced by people around you, are influenced by your environment, are influenced by the things you see, are influenced by the things you eat, are influenced by the conversations you have? We need to find that out. And finding that out helps us to get to know ourselves better. Because right from childhood, we've been told what we should do. Most of us have been told you need to get into medicine, you need to get into engineering, you need to get this, you need to be an accountant, you need to do this, you need to be a footballer. A lot of opinions have been put on us that we don't even understand what our own opinions are. And getting to know why you do things a certain way helps you rediscover your true self. And you only get to rediscover your true self when you start saying no to things, when you start saying no to those same conditioning. When someone suggests something to you that does not really align deeply with what you know you should be doing, say no. You have that right to say no. You have that right to take control of your own life and move it the way you want. It's not about pleasing others. It's not about looking good. It's not about making them feel better. If you are genuinely not into it, say you are not into it. Because sometimes we say, yes, I'll do it. But now when the time comes to do it, it feels like a burden. It feels like a burden because we were never truly in it. We're never truly aligned with that stuff. And a lot of our unhappiness, a lot of our feeling of being stuck, a lot of our feeling of, hopelessness, misdirection is from the fact that we don't know why we do the things we do. And so it feels like our life is not heading anywhere. The decisions we are making, how can your life go anywhere when the decisions you're making are not your own? To be honest, ask yourself every day, the food you eat, is it really the food you want to eat? Or is it because you saw a shawarma somewhere and you decided to get one and eat? Or is it because you saw some nice soya somewhere and you decided to get it to eat? We need to ask ourselves these things. The places you want to go, is it just because someone said, oh man, there'll be some free drinks there? Is it there'll be some guys hanging over there? There'll be some girls over there? What is driving those decisions that you are taking? Because the state that you are in right now is based on the decisions you have taken in the past. Nothing just happens to you. We always try to play the victim card. Oh, life is fighting me. Oh, life is against me. My life is not good, this and that. We fail to understand that none of these things happen to us without our permission. And we want our good deeds to have like a very big effect and our bad deeds to have like very, very small effect. But it's not like that. If you want things to be like that, then you are not even fair to life. Why do you want to take credit so much for good things and not for the bad things? You must understand that even the little lies that we tell have like a very big ripple effect. And so if they come to bite you someday in the future, you need to understand that it's not that this life is fighting you. It's not some grandma in the village. It's not whatever it is that you may think it is. It's the decisions that you've taken. It's the decisions that you've taken. Your life can be better. Your life can be fruitful. Your life can be joyous. Your life can be filled with purpose if you understand why you do the things you do. So start looking at yourself today. Analyze your decisions that you've taken throughout the day. Are they really coming from that inner self? Or were they just influenced? Did your friend tell you about one show and you decided to go watch it? There's no crime in being spontaneous, don't get me wrong. But don't overdo it. Don't be too spontaneous. Don't be too spontaneous. Based on, if you want to be spontaneous, let it be from your conscience, from within you. That you sat and thought about this thing and it just came out from you. We always have this voice in our head telling us to do the right things. And sometimes when it speaks to us, we totally ignore it and say, no, I'll do it later. And later comes, we don't even have the energy. We find ourselves doing something else. So it's important. It's important that you are sure, even if you don't know, but you should be able to catch yourself when you're doing the wrong thing, when you're acting out of yourself. If you observe yourself every day, there will be times when you find yourself getting angry for no good reason. You ask yourself then, like, why am I getting angry? Like, what is the thing that is really making me angry here? I want to know. And you see that there's no reason. It's just because we always want to feel like a victim in our own life that we have control over. So that we can have the NGO of God showering us with free food and free gifts and free whatever. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, truly. So I'm here to encourage you that your life is perfect. Your life is fine. And if you're not happy with where you are right now, start trying to change the decisions you've been making. You're definitely going to find yourself where you want to truly be. If you start saying no to most of the things that you've been saying yes to rather. If you're fat like me and you don't like it, eat healthy and start going to the gym. I know you're not supposed to be getting the healthy advice from me, because I'm also a little bit unhealthy right now, fat looking. But I'm also in that struggle. That's what I'm saying. Like, no one's life is perfect. No one has it all figured out. All of us are struggling every day. I've been saying I'm going to fast for the next 30 days and eat only once in a day. But the past 3 days, I've been eating unhealthy, truly. Because it has become a habit. And when those habits are formed, it's hard to overturn them. It's really, really hard to overturn them. And that's why you need to understand what drives you. What makes you do the things you do. When you get to start questioning yourself or doing the things you do, you start making better decisions. You start understanding yourself more. You start getting to know yourself at a deeper level, as God had made you. You start getting to get a sense of purpose. You start getting to get a sense of peace without relying so much on outward validation, without looking so much at what other people have and feeling bad about your own self. Don't abuse yourself. Don't do that to yourself. Elevate yourself through your decisions. Be happy, because life is truly happy. We are only here for a while. You may see me today saying all this. Tomorrow you hear I'm gone. It can happen to anybody. So if you're only going to be happy now, just embrace it. Be happy right now. Just be happy. I know it's not easy. Yes, me too. I'm struggling. I'm saying motivational quotes today, but my whole day was not like really motivated. There were a lot of things I was angry and pissed about. But I understand why I'm angry and pissed about those things. And I'm also trying to fight it. Yes, you can never have it 100%. There are things that are going to catch you off guard. You are going to catch yourself off guard sometimes. But call it for what it is. Don't say it's blue when it's red. So I hope that brings some sense of peace into your life, and it quiets down the noise that is making you go mad. Get to know why you do the things you do. Get to understand yourself better, and your whole life will be more quiet. The noise, you will be able to shut it off at will without anybody's permission. I wish you all the very best and enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye.